What's up, squad? My name's Austin. Oakweek's going for fun on Cracked, I think. Last time I got it wrong, I'm sorry. All the maps blur together. But this is Therapy Thursday. This is going to be a late one. It should be posted on Friday. I completely forgot about Therapy Thursday, and actually I have 2 questions only. So if you guys have any questions or scenarios that you want me to answer, give my opinion on, send them my way. Because after these 2, I have no more. So if you guys want another episode, I suggest sending me some, or tell your friends to send me some if they have problems or something. I don't know. I live in Mexico, and I have a girlfriend, and we have 3 months in the summer. I'm going to the U.S. because I live there and born, and I don't know how to tell her. I don't know if I should break up with her or a long-distance relationship. Help. Okay, this one really shouldn't take too long to answer. You live in Mexico, she lives in the U.S. That's a pretty significant deal. Y'all live a long way from each other. It's a long-distance relationship. And then you add on to it, it's 2 completely different countries. You're going to have different views. You're going to have different tactics on things. Just everything's going to be different and skewed from the other. I definitely think you should just break up with her. And I'm sorry for that damn motorcycle. Again, I'm right beside, like, my dorm, or not my dorm, my apartment is right next, and my gaming room is right next to the street, the window that points out to the street, so I get some noise sometimes, so sorry about that. But I really think you should break up with her. You know, you're a long ways away, 2 totally different places, you don't get to come over much, just because you're going to get to see her for 3 months, which is what I'm guessing. That's not a significant amount of time, really. And I think you should just move on to a girl that lives in Mexico, and she should move on to a guy that lives in the U.S. I mean, it's as simple as that. Y'all just aren't in the position to be in a relationship, really. Dear Quiz Going for Fun, I need your help, man. I'm going through a lot of depression lately, and I just want to end it all sometimes. Here's my problem. My friends at school don't respect me. They constantly leave me out and ignore me and just act like I don't matter to them. Every once in a while, they go out of their way to joke around with me, but they seem to always take it too far and hurt my feelings. And I know they can tell they hurt your feelings, but they don't act like it's a big deal. I've tried talking to some of them about it, and they change the subject or deny treating me that way. I don't know what to do anymore. I have other friends at school, but not close friends, so I've no one to fall back on except for my family, and they seem to not completely understand. I've also been struggling with self-worth issues. I have bad grades in school, and I'm worried about my future because I don't want to work in a factory one day like my father, and so I dread getting older. My only fallback sometimes is that I will probably kill myself before I get older, and that makes me sad too, because I would like to live my whole life, yeah, I imagine. But I don't want to struggle or be considered a fuck up when I get older. I also struggle with girls. Girls like me sometimes, but I have trouble always sealing the deal because I get nervous about whether if they got to know me, they would still like me. My closest friends I spend the most time with act like they don't care, so why would some random chick care? That's my mindset about girls, and I try to overcome it, but it's hard when you see all you see around you is jerks that put you down. I'm sorry if I skipped around and stuff, but I wanted to share everything on my mind. By the way, I'm 14 and I'm a freshman in high school. This doesn't have to go on Therapy Thursday. I just want some help. Alright, so I'll say this time and time again, like I always have, and I've said it many times before, things will get better. You are young, you're 14. Things aren't going your way right now, so you got a lot of hormones going on right now that are making you think irrationally. No, irrationally is not a word, I don't think. I don't know. But you're just real young. You know, you're a freshman, you're starting out, you're at the bottom of the totem pole. I remember it was hard in freshman year. It was hard in my sophomore year, but it does get better, and things will work out. First off, though, I want to address is that those guys aren't your friends. I mean, if they don't respect you and they leave you out and they ignore you and they mistreat you, those aren't friends. You need to go off and make new friends. I mean, it's as simple as that. Friends don't treat you that way, and you say you've talked to them about it. then they're not fucking friends. I'm sorry. They're not going to treat you that way, especially if you're like, hey, man, you're mistreating me, and I'd like it if you wouldn't do that. They're not friends. They're just immature assholes that they just drag you around when they want. And I think you need to go off and make new friends. You know, I have a feeling you're probably really shy, and I was shy too, but, you know, just try to go out and meet other people. I don't know if you're in a big school or not, but there's other people that you can make friends with, even if there's some other group that isn't like a big group or something, you know. You don't want to be with people that just mistreat you like that and hurt your feelings, and as you say, take it too far. That, you know, that can definitely hurt. And you say you have other friends, though, and you can't fall back on them. Well, you need to make those other friends your real friends. Your best friends are not your best friends, like I just said. You need to make those other friends and try to see if they're okay people and will treat you right. So try to make them closer and distance yourself from your best friends, air quotes. Another huge thing is don't commit suicide. That's just dumb, man. You don't understand. Your parents may not understand, and I'll get to that right after this. And you may have no friends in the world, but I promise it gets better. You know, just things get better. I don't know how else to explain that, but killing yourself is no excuse. You know, that's no way to do things. That's just pussying out. And you got to deal. Life's hard, man. Life is really good sometimes, and it's really easy, and then life's really fucking hard, and it sucks. But you have to get through that to get to the better part. And I promise you it's going to get better. You're young. Suicidal thoughts just aren't in reason. That's just not rational. I mean, that's stupid. You don't even know how many people you would hurt. That's just selfish is what it is. Wanting to commit suicide is selfish. You're only thinking about yourself hurting. You know, if you did kill yourself, I guarantee you'd hurt your whole family. Your mother and dad just wouldn't want to live because you did something like this, and they would feel like they totally failed you because they wouldn't listen. And that's no way to go about it, man. You just gotta... now I'm gonna... don't commit suicide, period. I mean, don't even think about it. Things get better. I'm just gonna put that out there. But with your parents, you know, talk to your mom first. Your moms are always more understanding, you know. If there was anything I ever needed to talk about, I talked about it with my mom. She was much more understanding and talkative about it. You know, my dad was kind of closed and shy like I am, but I definitely feel like you need to talk to your mom. Sit her down, have a private conversation with her, and be serious with her and say, Mom, blah, 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 blah. I don't have any friends. I need you to fall back on it. I love you, Mom. And I just want to spend time with you, and I want to be able to talk with you about things. And just tell her how you feel. Mothers care. Even if sometimes they don't seem like it. Like my mom there's several times she wanted to rip my head off. But I knew she cared. I could always sit there and talk to her. And she'll tell your dad, I promise. Married couples and even couples that have been together a long time, they communicate and tell each other everything. So he'll get the message. But you just got to really push it to your mom and tell her that, you know, I love y'all and hopefully y'all love me and I need some support, you know, and something to fall back on. You also say you have self-worth issues and that you have bad grades. Well, turn that around. You know, you recognize that you have bad grades. Now, just work harder. I mean, self-worth, you have to do things to feel self-worth. In high school, my thing was I was really good at sports. My self-worth, it was not an issue at all. I was very cocky, I would say. And I was a top man, you know. I practically ran my whole team on football, basketball, everything. I was a huge part of it all. And, you know, you have to work at something. I worked my ass off for that. To feel self-worth, you have to work for it. Work for good grades. And when you get good grades, you'll feel like you'll be proud of it and have some self-worth. Like, you know, I tried hard to get good grades, and I made good grades. Fuck all the haters. And you'll have some self-worth out of that. You just got to work for it, man. Don't be lazy. You're young, you're in high school, so that's the best years of your life. You got to have fun with it. And I can tell you that personally. I've been in college a year, and it's been over a year and a half, or it's been about a year and a half probably. Well, I guess, since I got out of high school, and high school was my best years ever. I wish I could go back. I really, really do. you don't want to work for like your dad in a factory? Well, I can totally understand that. My dad is an air conditioning man. He owns an air conditioning business. That sounds big and awesome, but they work their ass off for not all that much money. So I can see that. I've worked for them before. It's hard as hell. You're in 140-degree attics, and I don't like that. So I'm going to college. But college is hard. You have to work for it. But I'll be sitting in an air conditioner in a bank giving loans out as a loan officer, and I'll be probably making 40+ thousand more than him when he's up working his ass off in an attic. And that's just because you got to have a degree, you got to have college to make good money. And I saw my dad; he had to work his ass off for a little bit of money, and I don't want to do that. So you have to put that in your own mind. Go after a degree and good grades and etc. And you won't be living in a freaking, or you won't be working in a factory. You know how it is. Your dad's a factory worker, so you don't want to be there. And you can change that, but only you can change that. You have to know inside yourself that only you can change that, and no one else can. You can't blame it on anyone else, not your friends, not anyone, not your parents, because you are the one that is gonna help yourself out. And even money isn't a excuse, because you can get loans and they'll spot you money until you get out of college. So that's not really something to fall back on either as an excuse. And it's alright to dread getting older, because I dread getting older too. Getting older sucks. You got more responsibility and etc. But you have to stiffen up and do it, because that's part of life, is growing up. I can only talk briefly on the girl part. Getting girls is just practice, man. Give it some tries. If you get turned down, oh well, there's more fish in the sea. There's a shit ton of more girls. So I don't have much time to talk on this, but just keep trying after girls. If you screw it up once, don't do that next time. That's all I can tell you. Do your best with it. And I love you guys, and getting girls isn't rocket science. It just takes practice. So I hope my tips and everything helped you guys out and made the best of your situations. If any of y'all have any scenarios or things you want my opinion on or anything like that, send them into Therapy Thursday. Put the title Therapy Thursday, YouTube PM me, and hope you guys enjoy. So I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. Squad out!